Okay, I think we're all here. I'm gonna mute you guys and then I will be on, I'll be the active speaker. You can bring it to active speaker mode or you're welcome to do gallery mode to get a little picture of everybody. We'll get started. Okay, so hips and shoulders. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Let's come to a seat and you're welcome to take a little padding underneath your seat if that feels comfortable for you. And we'll just elevate your hips, bring your hips up higher than your knees, shrug your shoulders, drag the shoulder blades down onto your back. Resting your hands on your thighs, you're welcome to take the palms to face down to add a little bit of grounding to this pose. Or if you would like, turning the palms to face up, and you can invite energy in. And then relaxing your jaw a bit, just settling in. We'll take a couple of breaths. As you inhale, find that length up through the crown of the head. Going taller on your exhalation. See if you can find that sinking down and settling in just a bit more. And then starting to deepen your breath. So as you inhale, expand the lungs, the belly expand here. And on the exhale, slowly, just allowing for the belly to drop. We'll take another breath in here. Exhaling slowly, and then just join the palms. Bring your thumbs right to heart center, and then see if you can drag the breast on up, finding that lift through the thumbs, finding that length up through the crown of the head. Taking a moment here just to set an intention for your practice this morning. And then we'll seal that intention with the sound of breathing. So inhaling. Take a breath here. And just exhale your breath. Go ahead and blink open the eyes, and we'll release the fingers here and just start by moving up the wrists. So taking some circles here. So you can keep the heels, the palms together, and start by circling in one direction. Kind of waking up the wrists, and after a few circles in the one direction, just reversing that circle. So coming in the opposite direction. See if you can allow for your right wrist to be active and the left wrist to be limp. And then we'll reverse that and allow the left wrist to be active here. Let your right wrist be limp. Just take a few circles in one direction. And then reversing that same circle in the other direction. And then from here, spreading through the fingers, go ahead and stretch through the hands and take that stretch into the forearms and then stretch around your spine. Bringing that stretch all the way into the low back. As you inhale, go ahead and extend, reaching the arms all the way up toward the ceiling as you breathe in. Take a good morning stretch here as you exhale, rocking back to sitting bones. Inhale, breath, lengthen the belly, start to arch the spine, and on an exhale, rounding your spine, chin to your chest, pelvis rocks back. I like that. Inhale, length. Creating some space as you exhale, round, chin to your chest, rocking back. The sitting bones. The next time you breathe in, rise up and take your sitting bones down. Grow a little taller here as you exhale, bend the elbows, nestling the back of the head into the arm. Stay here for an opening through the shoulders. Taking a breath or two here. And then take an inhale, taking that entire out breath to release the hand to the floor. Sliding this hand back behind your head. We'll gaze up here. And on an exhale, fold over. So as you peel out, open across the chest, breathing into that side. Exhale, round, fold over. More like that. Inhale, creating space and length. Exhale as you fold. Next breath in, go ahead and back into that extension. We'll lengthen this arm all the way alongside your ear, and then notice that the shoulder is creeping up. You draw the shoulder blade onto your back a bit more. You round down through that sitting bone and lengthen out through the fingertips. One more breath here. We'll sweep the hand down, draw your forehead towards your knee, and then see if you can allow for the weight of the head to release a bit. Relax your jaw, and then taking a breath in here, we'll sweep this hand to the outside of the knee. Taking your other hand, bringing it back behind you, grow a little bit taller. And on the exhale, coming into that twist. So inhale, crown of the head reaches for the ceiling. Exhale, ribs wrapping around head and follow. Inhale, grow tall, find some space through the vertebrae. Twisting into that space you created, one more breath. And then staying in the twist here, taking that other arm, bring it alongside here. You can breathe into that full right side. Take another breath in. And we'll take this hand down and bring it to the outside of the knee. From here, fold over and relax the back there. And as you inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. So back stroking the arms back behind you here, come on to fingertips, and then bend the elbows just a bit. From there, lifting your heart, allow the chest to lift, a little back bend. One more breath, and then we'll rock back into the sitting bones and just switch the crossing of the legs here. So bringing that other shin in front, and then take the opposite interlace of the fingers so that non-habitual thumb is in front, which might feel a little awkward. Let that right wrist be active and that left wrist be lifted. Start to circle. For some reason, it feels a lot harder to circle this way, doesn't it? And then reversing that same circle, keeping the right wrist active. Just kind of let the left wrist be along for the ride, and then we're going to reverse that. So let your left wrist be active. Letting the right wrist be limp, and then when you're ready, reversing and taking a few circles in that other direction, keeping that left wrist active. And then from here, spreading through the fingers, take the stretch into the hands, and then taking it into the forearms, and then start to tuck your chin to your chest and round through your low back, taking that stretch all the way into the back. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, open across your chest. Good morning stretch, exhale, round, rocking back your sitting bones. Inhale, lengthen through the belly, allow the back to arch. And as you exhale, round your spine, chin to your chest, pelvis rocks back. Once again, inhale, expanding through the chest. Exhale as you round. The next breath in will lengthen up. And as you do, go ahead and reach the sitting bones down into the floor. Take a breath here, getting a little longer. And then bending the elbows, this time letting that left elbow drop down. Notice that the chin's coming toward the chest. Can you back up the arms a bit more? Finding that stretch of the shoulders, breath in. Releasing this hand down. Slide the other hand back behind your head. Breathing into those side ribs. Nice. Exhale, fold. So as you peel out, open across the chest, directing your breath into the side. Exhale, round, fold over. One more like that. Peeling out. Exhale as you fold. The next time you peel out, just extend this arm all the way alongside your ear. And then notice if the shoulder's creeping up. Can you draw the shoulder blade onto your back? And then as you ground down through that sitting bone, find a little more length out through the fingertips. Nice. One more breath. Sweeping the hand down, draw your forehead toward your knee. And this time, allowing for that right shoulder to drop a bit toward the earth. We'll take a breath in and sweep this hand to the outside of the knee. Grow a little taller first, taking the other hand behind you, and then coming into that twist. So pulling the belly up and in, creating space here. And then just twisting into that space you created. One more breath in. Deepening the twist. Take the other arm alongside the ear. Take a side bend in that opposite direction. You can breathe into that full side. One more breath. Take this hand down. Relax the back of the neck here. Relax the shoulders. And on your next breath in, sweeping the arms. Backstroke the arms behind you here. Come the fingertips. Bend the elbows just a bit. Lift your heart from here. Lift your chest, a little back bend. Stay here, peeling the hips away from the mat. One more breath. And exhale. Releasing. Nice. We'll slide forward and just come onto hands and knees. And you're welcome to take a blanket or some padding underneath of the knees as needed. And from here, bringing those hips and knees in line, stack your shoulders and wrists. We'll spread the fingers. And then see if you can anchor down into the floor through those mixed fingers and thumbs. A little bit of a rock back and forth to start, just kind of warming up the wrists. Your time, keep the fingers spread. And then the next time you rock forward, just take this into a circle over the right. Little circles here. Spreading the fingers, bringing weight into all parts of the hand. And then when you're ready, just reversing those small circles. Bringing up your wrists here. Nice, and then we'll come back to the middle and then start to cat-cow the spine. So just dropping the belly, allow the heart to extend. And as you breathe out, curling your tail under round all the way into cat. So the belly will drop from here, the heart will lift. And as you exhale, think of pressing into the floor as you round all the way up. And then just moving on your own breath here. On your own timing, so starting to warm up the spine and connect your breath here with the movement. And the next time that you curl the tail under here and round up, lead with the tail on this next one, and then allow the tail to lift, then the belly to drop. Heart to lift, then the head and neck will follow, and then curling the tail under, rounding up through the spine, bone by bone, and then allow the head and neck to follow. So leading with your tail, you can even close your eyes and maybe feel your way through this one. It's sort of like a progressive cat-cow, moving bone by bone, nice and easy. And then the next time you round up to the spine, let's take it into a lateral movement this time. So taking it side to side, curl your tail under, and then kind of peering over that left shoulder, taking the foot to the left, and then rounding all the way up, chin to the chest, and taking the hips over to the right as you peer over that right shoulder. Going back and forth a couple more times. Should feel nice. And then the next time that you round up through the spine and come into cat, let's sink the hips all the way back toward the heels. So bring the big toes together, knees are separated apart. Inch the fingertips out here long in front of you. As you do, press into the hands and hover the elbows away. That'll stretch the shoulders. We'll take it into a side bend, so coming over to the right. And then you can shift your hips over to the left and maybe stack that left palm over top of the right here. Breathe into that whole left side. And then keep this nice and long. We'll walk it through center and make your way over to the left this time. As you press into the hands, reach your hips over to the right. Breathing into that right side. Nice and easy. Come back to the center. We'll shift forward on hands and knees, and then taking one more variation of cat and cow. Sort of an extended version here as you shift forward, lengthening the belly. Bring your shoulders a little forward to the wrists. Nice. As you exhale, drawing the tailbone back as you round. And then just starting to open up through the fronts of the hips here. The backs of the legs. Let's circle it around to the right the next time you shift forward. Keep actively pressing into the hands here, so adding that nice opening through your shoulders. And just starting to warm up those hips. And then the next time we shift forward, let's take the circle around toward the left this time. Circling all the way back and around and over the right. Nice. One more just like that. And then from here, circling around, we'll shift forward onto hands and knees. Take the hands in just a bit. Maybe take the knees in a little. Take your right leg straight back behind you. We'll press back through the heel and just start to rock back and forth. Starting to wake up that foot a bit. Things moving. And then taking a stretch through the back of the leg. Go ahead and press back for your heel. Taking that stretch from your heel all the way to the sitting bone. Shift forward just a bit. Lift the leg here. Really flex the foot. And then from here, we'll curl the tail under and bring your nose to your knee. As you re-extend, find that length. And then curling the tail under, nose to knee. Two more like that. Moving with your breath. And the next time that you reach back, then find that extension through the leg. Shift the hands forward just a bit. We're going to hug the elbows in and then bring the chin forward and pressing up. And elbows drawing in, maybe lowering halfway or maybe chin to your mat. Two more. From here, lowering the foot down to the floor, stack your shoulder over the wrist, and then take that right arm up. And making a fist with this hand, take a little circle. And circling the other way, so you can really activate that back leg, sweeping this arm alongside your ear, breathe into that whole right side. We'll take the hand down to the floor. Take your toes under here and just bring that left foot back to meet your right. Setting up for a high plank. Actively press down through the palms, set the shoulder blades onto your back. Take a breath. As you exhale, drawing your thighs back, we'll walk it back to downward dog. Start to pedal in place, just bending a knee and straightening a knee here, still waking up. Getting things moving. And then lengthening the heels toward the floor. See if you can lift up through the sitting bones, actively pressing into the hands. Your chest moving through the thighs. Go ahead and shift forward. Come back into that plank position. And then come forward onto tippy toes here. Taking the knees down to your mat. See if you can hug your elbows in and lower all the way onto your belly. From here, activate the legs. Let that support a little lift of the chest. Just take a baby cobra. And then releasing the forehead down. 2 more, like waves through the body. Baby cobra. Elbows drawing in. 1 more. A little bit of a back bend. Next time you lower down, press into the hands. Readjust. Coming back to all fours. And we'll take the left leg straight back this time. So rocking back and forth a bit here. You guys kind of warm. I realize it feels humid, right? Yeah. Let's reach back and hold. It's almost chilly when we woke up. And then we'll shift forward just a bit and lift the leg. So really flex the foot and reach for the heel. Work on dropping that left hip. The thigh rolls in. From here, nose to your knee. Press back and extend. And then curl your tail under, nose to your knee. 2 more like that. Inhaling to extend, lengthening through the belly. Exhale to curl the tail under. And then the next time that you re-extend from here, maybe shifting the hands forward just a bit. Elbows are hugging in. Shin to the mat, or you can lower halfway. And pressing up. Nice, 1 more like that. Nice, Lori. Go ahead and release your foot down to the floor. We'll stack the shoulder and the wrist. And then take the left arm up toward the ceiling, making a fist here. Take a little circle. And circle the other way. And then sweeping this arm alongside the ear, find that extension to the whole left side. Take the hand down to the floor and take your right foot back to meet your left. Wiggle the toes back a bit. Press down through the palms, set the shoulder blades. Take a breath. Exhale, draw your thighs back. Coming to downward dog, pedal in place. Still waking up. The backs of the legs, getting things moving. And then lengthening the heels toward the floor. So we'll lift up through the sitting bones, actively pressing into the hands. Just moving toward the thighs, lift the heels, heel forward. Find that plank position once again. And then shifting forward onto tippy toes, taking the knees down here. Lower onto your belly with control. Activate the legs, and we'll take a baby cobra. So let the tailbone lengthen down. And then from here, lift the chest away. Make sure you're not using your hands. 1 more like that, peeling the chest away. Rolling through like a wave this time. Tucking the toes under. Lift your hips up and back. We'll make our way to down dog. Pedaling in place once again. And then just allow for that pedaling to become walking. Take a forward fold here at the head of the mat. And just hang forward. You can add a little fans. There we go. So taking a hold of opposite elbows, take a generous bend in the knees. And see if you can just hang down, holding forward over the legs. Go ahead and take a little shake of the head, yes and no. Just a little fan action. And then coming to rest in the middle, just softening the knees here, spread through the toes. And we'll stack 1 vertebrae on top of another here, rising all the way up to stand. Nice, so you can roll your shoulders back and grow top. And then as you ground down through your feet, pull that length up to the crown of the head. Nice, we'll inhale the arms all the way up. Let it exhale, folding forward. Lengthening the belly here, the heart will draw forward. From here, we'll take that right leg down and come into a lunge. And then see if you can come so that you're light on the fingertips here. And as you exhale, stepping that left foot back to meet your right. Downward facing dog. Lift the heels high, glide forward into a plank. And then leaning the chest forward here, come to tippy toes. Lowering all the way onto your belly. Nice, we'll activate the legs, peel the chest away from here. That's not what we want. Take cobra, and then tucking the toes, pressing into the hands. Let's take the thighs up and back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, sending that right leg back. We'll step it all the way forward. forward between the hands. And I come back to fingertips here. And as you exhale, stepping that left foot to meet your right. Folding over. Ground the feet here. Take the arms all the way up. Rise. And releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale, the arms will sweep. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Lengthening the belly here, heart draws forward. This time, taking that left leg back. Coming into lunge here, light on the fingertips. And then as you exhale, taking that right foot back to meet your left. Downward dog. Glide forward into a plank. Come to tippy toes here, lowering your knees or lower the plank to the floor. Activate the legs, heel the chest away, larger cobra. Tucking the toes, press into the hands. Take your thighs up and back to down dog. This time inhaling the left leg straight back. We'll take it all the way forward between the hands and then come back to the fingertips. And as you exhale, stepping that right foot to meet your left. Folding over. Grounding the feet into the arms all the way up as you breathe in. And breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Lengthening the belly here. Heart draws forward. See if you can keep the fingertips lifted away from the floor as you step your right foot back. And then really energize the back leg. Drawing that back thigh up toward the ceiling. From here, regrounding the palms, stepping that left foot back to the right. Down dog. Gliding forward into a plank. Lowering the knees, lower your plank to the floor. Or rock forward to tippy toes, lower halfway this time. And rise in a cobra upward. On an exhale breath. Coming back into downward dog. Let's raise the right leg. Bend the knee and fan the hip here. Take a little circle of the ankle. Circling the other way. And then as you lengthen through that leg, square the hips. And then bring your nose to your knee. Inhale to extend. Nose to your knee. One more like that. This one's going to step all the way forward between the hands here. Bring out to fingertips and then just rise into a high lunge. Nice, relax your jaw bed here. South from the face. As you settle into the hips, find this reach and extension through the arms. Take another breath in here. Exhaling your breath. From here, we'll take a breath. Open out to the right. Softening that back knee. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale, reach. This time, exhale, open to the right and hold. Take another deep breath in here. As you exhale, taking that left hand down, sweep the right arm alongside your ear. And then releasing hands on either side of this front foot. Lift your chest. Exhale to lengthen over that leg. Rebend, heart draws forward. And lengthen. And move through that a couple more times. On this last one, lengthening all the way through that leg, maybe hopping the back foot in just a bit. Soften your face here. Hands can come to blocks here or to the floor. Take another deep breath in. Go ahead and exhale your breath. As you rebend the front knee, heart draws forward. Stay with fingertips or hands over the heart. We're going to weight into your right foot, left foot comes to meet it. We'll fold over here, ground your feet, take the arms all the way up. And then breathing out, Tadasana. Inhale, the arms sweep. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Lengthening the belly here, heart draws forward. This time, see if you can lift the fingertips away. Keep the heart drawing forward, step the left foot back. Nice soft landing here, really activate the back thigh. And then reground the palms, taking that right foot back to meet your left. Downward dog. Heels lift, glide forward into the plank. Lower the knees, lower the plank to the floor. Or tippy toes, elbows hugging in. Press the floor away here and come to up dog. Exhaling back to downward dog. Let's raise the left leg. Bend the knee here, fan the hip. Take a little circle of the ankle. Circling the other way. As you lengthen that leg, square the hips off. And then draw your nose to your knee. Inhale to extend. Nose to your knee. One more like that. We're going to step this foot all the way forward between the hands, coming on fingertips. As you feel steady, rise to high lunge. Nice, relax the jaw bit. Find a little sense of gathering in of the inner thighs. From there, find that reach and extension through the arms. Allow the face to soften. Deep breaths in the neck. Take another breath here. And then we'll inhale as you exhale, soften that back knee, open out to the left. Inhale, so you can straighten the back leg. Exhale, soften the back knee, reach. One more like that, inhaling. Exhale, open out, hold. Oops, don't do that. Take your hand down to the floor. We'll sweep this left arm around. Breathing into that left side, take the hands down on either side of that front foot. Lift your chest. Exhale, lengthen. Nice, rebending, heart drawing forward. And then lengthening all the way through that leg. Two more just like that. Moving on your breath. We're gonna hold this next one, and then you might wanna step the back foot in, round the heel, and then allow the weight of the head to release. I was trying to pistol squat yesterday in the pool. My muscles are like, what were you doing? Let's take another breath here. It was fun though. Exhale. We'll rebend that front knee. Heart draws forward, fingertips or hands over the heart. Or weight into that left foot. Right foot comes to meet it. Folding over, ground the feet here. Taking the arms up. And releasing the arms down. Toss on that. Nice. Inhale, arms sweep. Hinge from your hips. Hold. Find a long spine here, and we'll step to plank. Take a moment to set up, setting those shoulder blades onto your back, rock forward to tippy toes, lowering the knees or lowering halfway. Press the floor away, lift the thighs away from the mat. Nice. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath. In and out right here. Spread the fingers. You're going to actively press the floor away. Take another breath in. We'll lift the heels here, bend the knees. Look forward to the hands. You're welcome to step or maybe hop all the way to the head of your mat. Lengthen the belly. And then folding forward, soften the knees, hinging from your hips, rise. And releasing the arms down. Nice. Inhale, sweeping the arms. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold. Lengthen the belly here, and then planting the hands. You can step or maybe jump down. Chaturanga. Press the floor way up dog, and make your way down. Downward facing dog, deep breaths. Take a peek back at your feet. Make sure feet are sitting bone width apart. Parallel, taking a look at your hands. Hands are shoulder width apart. Actively pressing into the floor. One more breath. Heels lengthening down, and then lift the heels, bend the knees. Look forward to the hands, step forward, hopping forward to your mat. Lengthen the belly. This time fold, bend the knees, sink the hips. We'll sit back in a chair, Utkatasana. Take a breath. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine here, planting the hands, stepping or jumping back. Chaturanga. Press the floor away, upward. Exhaling back to downward dog. Raising the right leg, sending it forward between the hands. We'll take the back heel down, float the arms up, come to Virabhadrasana 1. And then as you exhale, just opening out to 2, sinking into that right knee. On your next inhale, the back hand will come all the way to the floor, framing that front foot. Chaturanga or lower the knees. Press the floor away, upward. Exhaling, downward dog, left leg this time. Taking it forward between the hands. Take your back heel to the mat, float the arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. As we exhale, opening up to 2, sink. Relax the shoulders. Nice, on the breath in, take that back hand all the way down. Frame the front foot, chaturanga. Press the floor way upward. Exhale back. Downward facing dog, deep breaths. In and out here. Take another breath in. Exhale. And then deep inhale here. Bottom of the exhale, bend your knees, support your hands, stepping or hopping. Head of the mat, lengthen the belly. We'll fold forward, bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms. Come back to chair, take a breath. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine here, and then planting the hands. You can step or maybe jump back. Press the floor away here, rise to upward. And then making your way back, downward dog. Raising the right leg, taking it forward between the hands. Take your back heel down to the mat. Float the arms up overhead. Virabhadrasana 1. We'll open to 2. Start to sink. And from here, flip the front palm. Slide the back hand down, reverse warrior. Inhaling that back hand all the way down to the floor. Exhale, find that lift through the belly. Energize the legs, chaturanga. Press the floor away. Upward. Exhaling back to downward dog. Left leg this time. Taking it forward between the hands. Take your back heel to the mat. Sweep the arms. Virabhadrasana 1. Nice. We'll open to 2. Settle into the hips just a bit. Starting to sink here, and then rotate your front palm. Slide the back hand down, reversing warrior. And then taking that back hand all the way down. Find that lift through the belly. Chaturanga. Press the floor away. Exhale, down dog. It's like wondering, is that sound the music or something else? Take another breath. Exhale it fully. For one more deep inhale. And then we'll take a breath here. At the bottom of the exhale, bend your knees. Forward your hands. You can step or maybe hop. Lengthen the belly. This time, holding forward, we'll bend the knees. Sink the hips, reach the arms. Stay in Utkatasana chair. Nice. Take a peek down. Toes are peering out. Weight is reaching toward the heels. And then if those feet are separated, just make sure those knees are the same distance apart. Nice. Take a breath. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Lengthening through the belly, plant the hands. Stepping or jumping. Chaturanga. Press the floor away. Upward. We'll come back to down dog. This time, raising the right leg. Bend the knee and around. Re-extend. Nose to your knee. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Keeping this back heel spun up. Float the arms back for a little. Take airplane arms. Energize the back leg, drawing that back thigh up toward the ceiling. Roll your chest and shoulders open. Find some lift through the belly. Find a little bit of hugging in at the inner thighs. We'll interlace the fingers. Slide your fist down the back thigh. Lift your chest. A little bit of a back bend here. One more breath. Releasing your hands, keep the arms all the way up here. And then opening back out to the right. Soft bend to that knee. Staying here, taking that hand down. Left arm alongside your ear. Direct your breath into the whole left side. One more breath in. From here, back heel spins down. Right arm reaches. Readjust your stance, warrior 2. Nice. Spread through the toes. Sink into that knee. Relax your shoulders forward. And then as you settle into the hips, you can find that reaching extension through the arms. Nice. What can we soften? Relax the jaw here. Let's flip this front palm, take a reverse warrior, and then bend the elbow, bring it to the front thigh. Take this left arm alongside the ear, we'll come into some circles. All the way out and around. Opening across the chest. Moving with your breath. Take your time, letting the torso get involved, maybe the head follows suit. On this last one, hold. Taking that arm alongside your ear. And then you're welcome to stay here or take this right elbow and lift it off the front thigh. Stay at a hover or extend through the arm. Reaching toward that opposite wall. One more breath here. Exhale your breath. Round down to rise. Warrior 2. Take your back hand all the way to the floor. Bring up that right leg. Downward dog split. Stay here. Inhale, traveling forward into a plank. One-legged chaturanga or 2. Meeting up with that other foot in up dog. Exhale, down dog. This time, left leg will rise. Bend the knee around. Re-extend. Nose to your knee. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Find that lift through the belly. Go ahead and sweep the arms back. Roll your chest and shoulders open. Energize the back leg. Nice. Find this external rotation of the shoulders here. And then reach back and interlace the fingers. Take the fist down the back thigh. Bringing out the shoulders here. Maybe a little bit of a back bend. One more breath. Release the hands here. Sweep the arms up. From here, open out to the left, soft bend of that knee. This left hand can come down the back thigh, right arm alongside your ear. Breathe into that right side. Opening up through the rib cage. One more breath. We'll take the back heel down. Open up to warrior two. Readjust your stance. Start to sink. Nice. Settling in here, relax your jaw. Allow the face to soften. Notice if you're hanging on to tension in the shoulders. What can you do to soften and release? Nice. Let's reverse the warrior. And then bending this elbow, bring it to the front thigh. Right arm alongside the ear and come into circles. Opening across the chest here. Big circles. Moving on your breath. Nice on this last one. We'll take it alongside the ear and hold. See if you can find a lift away from the floor. So instead of jumping into this elbow, hover it about an inch away from the thigh. Stay here, extend through that arm in the opposite direction. One more breath. Exhale, press down through both feet, rise. Warrior two, taking that back hand all the way to the floor. Bring up that left leg, downward dog split. Lower the leg or coming into one-legged chaturanga. Meeting up with the other foot in up dog. Exhaling, downward facing. Coming back to your breath. Staying here or lowering the knees, maybe taking child's pose. Nice, let's take another breath here. You came to a child's pose, making your way back to down dog. And then looking for the hands and the knees will step or hop all the way to the head of the mat. Lengthening through the middle. Holding forward, bend the knees, sink the hips. Sit back to chair. Nice, reaching the way back toward the heels, drawing your palms over the heart. We'll take a twist to the right. As you inhale, come back into chair, stay low. Take a twist out to your left. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale to twist. Inhale, Utkatasana. Try to keep the hips still. Taking that twist back out to the left, one more. We're gonna twist and hold on this side. Looking this elbow all the way to the outside of the knee. Nice, and then turn the chest, turn the gaze. From here, start to shift the gaze down towards your right big toe. Lift the left heel away from the mat. Find some lift through your belly. That left foot will come back towards your left sitting bone, and then nicely, softly landing in your twist. And then press that right palm into the left to turn the chest up. From here, you can extend through the arms. Nice, we'll take this back heel down. Open out to warrior two. Readjust your stance a bit. Spread through your front toes. Sink into your front knee. Nice, from here, turn your palms up. See if you can open up through the chest and the back. Rolling the upper arms out of it. And then keep that openness, but just bring the palms to face back down. Settling in. Let's reverse the warrior once again. This time internally rotating the shoulder, the back arm. Sweeping up the back, lengthen all the way through that leg. Reverse triangle. And then cut the right hip under here. Taking that hand to the shin, roll your chest and shoulder open, and then extend that left arm. If it feels okay for the head and neck, easing up toward that top hand. If it feels like a little bit much, maybe taking that gaze forward. And then this arm can come all the way alongside here, breathing into that whole left side. Stay here, soften the right knee a bit. Maybe that right arm comes alongside your ear. And then pressing down to rise up, we'll rebend the knee, spin the back heel, and sweep the arms. Bring back into a high lunge here. Work towards squaring the hips, bring the palms to face forward, rising up slowly. Nice, rebend this front knee, reach. Press down, rise. Straighten all the way through that leg. Rebend. Nice and easy, one more. Nice. The next time you rebend this knee, start to aim the chest forward. Nice and softly step that left foot to meet your right. Come back to chair. Sit back, join the palms. Twist to your left. Nice. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, back to chair. Coming into that twist. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist. We're almost there, guys. Coming back to that twist, we'll hold. See if you can snuggle this elbow all the way to the outside of that left knee. Then take a peek. Make sure that right knee isn't coming forward. Coming into the twist. And then gazing down toward that left big toe. Right foot toward the right sitting bone. Chest aiming forward. Softly step the leg back. Press your left palm into the right to turn the chest. Then extend the arms from here. Hug the inner thighs in. Spinning that back heel down. Open it up. Warrior two. Yep, pistol squats. My thighs are like jelly. Sink into that front knee. Woo. Breathe. Eventually bringing that front thigh more or less parallel to the floor. Turn your palms to face up. On your collarbones. Lift through the chest, just the palms from the face back down. Settle into the hips. Let's reverse. Woo, take that back arm, internally rotate the shoulders, sweep it up and down. Reaching around to the inside of the left thigh, lengthen all the way through that leg. Take your time here setting up for triangle. Cut the left hip under, and then using those low ribs to help the chest turn up. When you're ready, unwind your right arm. And then create some space for your neck. Make sure the shoulders aren't creeping up by the ears. Gazing up or straight ahead. And then from here, top arm reaches. Stay here, bottom arm reaches alongside your ear. Little micro bend of that left knee to protect the joint. Press down, rise up. Rebend the front knee, warrior two. Spinning the back heel up off your mat, sweep the arms high. We'll readjust a bit and come into a high lunge, hip points pressing forward. And then press down, rise up. Rebend, press down, rise up. Once again, reach. Press down, rise up. You know where we're going. Rebend that knee. Start to even the chest forward from here, pouring all the way into the left foot. We'll take that right foot to meet it. Soft landing, chair, rise all the way up. Tadasana. Should be Tadasana. Take a moment to regather. Nice. We'll sink back into both knees. Come back to chair here. And let's just fold over. So from here, toe heeling the feet apart a bit. Taking a hold of opposite elbows, or you're walking to grab a heel toe. Lengthening through the belly, and then fold over. Soften the knees. In fact, even if you have that availability in the hamstrings, let the chest start to collapse toward the thighs. You can nod your head yes and no. And then staying with this, or maybe start to lift the hips up toward the ceiling, maybe lengthening through the back to the sides. Take another breath. Release the toes, lengthen the belly. From here, stepping into a plank, and make your way through vinyasa or lifting to downward dog. This time, inhaling the right leg. Bring it forward between the hands. Take your back heel to the mat. We'll float this left arm all the way up and around. Come right into two. And then just start to sink, settling in here. Nice, relax the jaw a bit. Allow the face to soften. And we'll come back to reverse. Lengthening all the way, take a reverse triangle. And then from here, so you're upright and bring that right foot so it's parallel to the left. Turn to face the sidewall here, lift your chest. Stand through the arms, hinging from your hips forward. Readjust a bit, settle in. You can allow the weight of the head to release. Nice, softening the face. Stay with a soft bend in the knees or start to lengthen through the backs of those legs. We'll take another breath here. And then lengthen the belly, walk the hands around toward that front foot, sitting off your back heel, rebend the front knee. Coming into low lunge. Wait, are we facing the right way? Maybe I'm facing the wrong way. Let's try it. Lower the back knee all the way down. Sink your hips. You can take some padding to that knee as needed. And then as you're ready, taking your hands onto the front thigh, lift the chest here. Bring some awareness into those hip points. Think of pressing down with that right foot to rise up. And then rebend. Hip points coming forward evenly. Press down, rise. Resync. One more like that, press down. Nice. This next time you resync, keep the added pressure of that right foot coming down into the floor. Sweep the arms. Asana. A little bit of a back bend here, the heart will lift. And then we'll open out. And toe heel this foot over to the right. Dropping down onto palms, so you can take it down to forearms. You're sort of in between taking your block here underneath of the forearms. Always an option. And then settling in. Relax the jaw a bit, soften the face. Nice. On an inhale, we'll lift this right elbow away and start to turn your chest over the right shoulder. And slowly releasing down. You can bring the forearms to a block if you like. And then once again, peel away. And slow release. This next time you peel that side of the chest away from the floor to the right arm. Wrap it around the outside of this right knee, turn the chest. Staying here, or bending this back knee. And then option to reach back with that right hand and maybe, just maybe, grab a hold of the left foot. So you might need to lift onto the palm here to do so. Coming into a quad stretch, roll your chest and shoulder open. Nice, take another breath here. We'll unwind. Take the hands to the inside of this right foot. They can come to a block. And then just lengthen all the way through this leg. Rebend, your heart will drop forward. And then lengthen. Two more like that. And next time you rebend this knee, we're going to take it into a circle just like we did in the warm-up. So circling clockwise, opening out through that hip joint. Take your time. All the way back and around. And then the next time you rebend that knee, nice. From here, tucking those back toes under, maybe staying here or threading this right hand to the outside of the right foot. From here, shift forward, coming onto tippy toes, and then you can bend the elbows here, come to chaturanga arms, and maybe the back toes lift away. And then if you lift it off, coming back down. Nice. We're gonna do one more thing while we're here. Why not? Go ahead and bring your forearms down. Find a lift through your belly, tuck your toes in. We're gonna toe heel that foot all the way around to the left foot. And then you'll be in a forearm plank here. If this feels like too much, you can always lower your knees. Reach back through the heels. Crown of the head reaching forward, breathe. Try not to lift that derriere, so sink down a little, Lori. Through the hips, a little bit more, a little bit more. That's where you wanna be. Take another breath. Exhale, draw your thighs back, walk your feet in a bit. And then you're lengthening the heels toward the mat. Pressing down through the forearms, chest is moving toward the thighs, kind of like in a downward dog, but you're on the forearms here. And then you can interlace the fingers, stay right here, or coming into a moving dolphin, shifting forward and rocking back, and shifting forward and rocking back. One more. And rising up from here, walk the feet in a bit more. And release the hands, and then press into the hands so much elbows hover away from the floor. Stay here, or making your way through a vinyasa. And we'll meet back up in downward dog. Take a breather. Nice, let's take the left leg back. Taking it forward between the hands. This time grounding that right heel. Right arm reaches all the way up and around. Right into warrior two. Nice, settle in a bit. Check your stance a little bit, Lori. Bring that foot, yeah, A little more in line with that back heel or the arch of that rack foot. Settle in. Nice, we're gonna reverse the warrior. Lengthen all the way through that leg. And then, so you're upright, bring that left foot so it's parallel to the right. Readjust the stance a bit. Hands to hips or reach the arms. Lengthen the belly, fold. Holding all the way forward here, hinging from your hips. And then we're gonna come into a second set of wide-legged forward fold. You can use blocks here to the hands. The hands don't quite reach the floor. Try taking your stance a little bit wider. And then check out your feet, make sure they're more or less parallel, toes pointing straight ahead. Nice wide stance. You can stay with soft knees, more about lengthening the legs. Shifting weight forward a bit. Couple of breaths in and out. Another inhale, and then we'll slowly lengthen through the belly here. Walk the hands around for that left foot. Rebend your back knee, and you can rebend the front knee, and you can lower the back knee, and maybe add some padding, maybe doubling up the mat as needed. Give your hips a moment to just kind of sink. And then as you're ready, hands onto this front thigh, lift your chest. We'll press down, rise, and then we'll resink. Nice, press down as you rise. Using that left foot like a brake. Make sure the hip points are traveling forward evenly here too. The next time you resink, keep that added pressure of the left foot into support so you're not just sinking into the joints, activating those muscles around the hips. Sweep the arms under the asana. And we'll sweep it around. Go ahead and toe heel the foot to the left. Sinking into lizard, staying on palms here, perfectly fine. You can lower down onto forearms if you're sort of in between. Try a block or even two underneath your forearms here. And then soften. What can you do to relax the jaw? Soften the face a bit. Nice, easy breaths in and out. Let's take another breath or two here. And then from here, start to peel the left side of the chest away. Peel the left elbow away from the floor. And then slow lower. Once again, peel and lower. And next time you peel the left side of the chest away, wrap the arm around the outside of the knee. Staying with this or bending that back knee. And then maybe reaching back, grabbing a hold of the top of the foot, so you might need to come onto the right hand to do so. Getting into a quad stretch here. Roll your chest and shoulder open, breathe into the stretch. Ooh, take another breath. And we'll unwind. Nice. From here, tuck your back toes under. Find a little lift and support through the belly. We're going to thread the left hand through to the outside of the left foot. And then go ahead and shift forward just a bit, coming onto tippy toes. Bend the elbows. And then you can rest your hip point on that right elbow. And then work on lifting away. Ekapada Kondyasana 2. And then come on down. We're going to do our lengthen and then rebend and then come into some hip circles, just like we did on the other side. So lengthening through that leg. Rebend. Working with your breath, hands come to the blocks here or to the floor. Their hands are on the inside of that left foot. And then the next time you rebend this knee, let's take this one into a circle. Reminiscent of the warm-up. This time moving counterclockwise. Little circles all the way up and around. Nice, last one. From here, rebending this knee, moving back onto forearms, tuck the back toes under, lift through the belly. Toe heel that left foot all the way out and around to meet the right. Wiggle the toes back a bit, and then make sure you're one long line. So just like a high plank, but you're on the forearms. And then breathe. You can always lower the knees. If not, press back through your heels, draw the thighs up toward the ceiling. One more breath. Exhale, walk the feet in. Nice, just moving toward the thighs. Heels are lengthening toward the floor. Chances are the heels aren't going to touch here. And then if you can remember, opposite interlace the fingers. We'll shift forward and draw your thighs back. And shift forward The thighs back, 2 more. Woo! From here, walk it in just a bit. And then pressing down for the palms. Nice. We're gonna take a shot at Pinchamayurasana. So from here, you may want to readjust your mat, or you can take a rest in child's pose. So you can lower the knees from here and sink the hips down before the heels. Or you might want to readjust your mat so that you're against a wall. Couple of steps. You can keep the fingers interlaced or you can separate the hands. You're gonna walk the feet in just a bit, walking that left foot in. Right leg extends toward the ceiling. Bend the knee and lift. That's your first step. Little bends, little lifts. Second set is little hops into the air. And then the third step is working towards coming up. What do you guys think? You think? So if you're gonna go for it, we'll just do one quick tutorial. You're up against, and you're either pressing down through the forearms, or you can keep the fingers interlaced, little hops, and eventually those hops will lead to coming up. You're making sure that you're on the forearms here, you're not on the head, and then you're working on coming away from the wall here. And then when you're ready, take a rest. Or he's like, I can get down with that. Hips to your heels, round your spine. Always good at home, guys, to use a wall. Take a little child's pose. Let your heart rate come back down. Relax your jaw. Soften your face. Nice. We're going to come on up, back up into a downward facing dog from here. And then taking that right leg back. This time bend the knee and around. We'll reach it back and bring it across the body, tapping that left elbow. On this next one, toward the right elbow, and then draw your foot toward that opposite armpit. You're going to lower into pigeon. So option here, take some padding underneath that hip. In fact, if you want to kind of roll it, bring it on a bit of a diagonal here, and also support the front of that left thigh. And then lowering down, you always have the option to take a reclining pigeon here. And that'll be on your back with the right ankle to the left knee. You can dim your lights at home. I'm going to dim lights here. And then settling in. Nice, we're here for a few more rounds of breath. The option for this last couple rounds of breath to walk it in and then maybe thread this left arm through. Resting the cheek on the mat or a block here. The right hand can come to the sacrum. Take another couple of breaths in and out. Nice and slow. We'll retrace our steps if you came into that twist. Don't take any padding away from this break hip. And then keep rolling onto the hip until those toes point up toward the ceiling. Take your right foot to the inner groin. Sit up nice and tall here. Make sure both sitting bones are on your mat. Take a twist out. And then take a twist out to your right. I'll switch side. And then taking that right arm alongside your ear, let's take a side bend to the left. See if you can keep your chest turning up. You're welcome to stay with this hand on the thigh to keep the chest turning up, or you may be sliding it down to calf with the heel. Breathing into that whole right side. Get a little longer through those low ribs. And then on your next inhale, rise. We'll take the hand to the outside of the hip. And this time, peel your hips away. Find that extension from fingertips to toes. Take another breath in, and we'll take the hand down to the floor. With your toes under, and just free up that right leg. You're welcome to bend the knee, you can fan the hip. Maybe circle the ankles or take some circles in the hip joint, or lifting your dog here. Lifting those hip points up toward the ceiling. One more breath. And then unwind nice and easy. And when you're ready, we'll come onto the left side. So this time, left leg rises. And then in around. Reach it back. We're going to bring it across the body toward that right elbow. And then reach it back and bring it toward the left elbow. Reaching that foot toward the opposite armpit and lower down. So if there's space between your hip and your mat, we'll add a little padding. If you like, also padding the front of that right hip. And then lengthening the belly when you're ready. Holding forward, settling in. And softening into this, you're welcome to stay here. If you do so on the other side, walking the hands in a bit, this time threading that right arm through the left. Maybe bringing your cheek to lock at the mat, and then that hand can come to the sacrum. Into a twist. Taking a couple of breaths here, and then we'll slowly unwind. Take any padding away from that left hip. This time, rolling onto the left hip, rolling until those right toes point up toward the ceiling. Readjusting the left foot to the inner groins here, so up top. We'll take a twist out to your left this time. Nice, the left arm comes alongside here, side bend right. And then see if you can either keep this hand here to help the chest turn up, or maybe releasing this hand down. Nice. And then just breathing into that whole side. Directing the breath into those lower ribs. One more breath in, lengthen out with those left fingertips. As you inhale, rise, take the hand to the hip. Peel the hips away, breathe into that right side this time. Reach. And taking the hand to the floor. Let your toes under, free up that left leg. Do big circles in the hip joint here. You can circle the ankle or flip your dog. Lift those hip points toward the ceiling. And flipping back. Woo. Nice. From here, we'll bend the knees. You're going to look forward to the hands, hop the feet to the outsides of the hands, and sink down into a yogi squat. And then see if you can let the tailbone get heavy as you reach up to the crown of the head. Nice. Nice, Lori. Take your time. So you're welcome to stay in your squat, just maybe working on opening the hips. We're spreading through the fingers here. Maybe bringing contact down into the floor through the hands today. And then if you like, coming forward, maybe lifting one foot up. Maybe both. Use those inner thighs, squeezing, hugging in. Lifting off into Bakasana. You're up there working on bringing the big toes together. Take a breather in Malasana. Don't worry, we're going to do one more. You were worried, I could tell. Go ahead and spread through the fingers. Here we go. When you're ready, shifting forward, lifting off. And then stay here, shift forward, so much that the legs can kind of shoot out behind you. And through vinyasa. Take a breather in down dog. And from here, stepping or hopping, this time coming onto the back. If you've got a block here, we're going to set up for a little supported bridge. So you can either use a block or a cushion or a blanket. Come onto the back. Walk the feet in toward the sitting bones. Lift your hips here, slide that block underneath. Stay here for a couple of breaths in a supported bridge. And then you may want to readjust the pony if you have one. And then extending one leg, and then the other up toward the ceiling from here. We'll take a supported shoulder stand. And take a little bend in the knees. Bring your arms at your sides, palms face up, close the eyes. And then take a moment, just softening here, allowing for the return of blood flow to the heart. Allow the face to soften, relax the jaw. Deep breaths in and out. Another breath in here. Exhale it fully, and then we'll take a breath in and take that entire out breath to lower the feet to the floor. One final challenge, maybe bringing them together to the floor. Lift your hips. Once the toes touch down, just slide your block or cushion, blanket out from underneath. Walking the feet out to the edge of the mat here. And then let the knees drop in toward the center and take a moment just to windshield wiper out the legs, taking the knees to the left, to the right. And see if you can come back to your breath. So moving on the breath here as you inhale back to the center. Exhale up and over to the left. Inhale center, up and over to the right. And then the next time you drop your knees over to the left, just look over your right shoulder. You can direct the breath into that whole right side, low back, low ribs. Nice, we'll bring it up and over to the other side. Breathing into that left side. Now getting back to the center, go ahead and wrap the arms around the knees, you're gonna use a hug, and we're gonna set up for happy baby. Taking hold of the ankles here, ground the sacrum first, make sure the sacrum is grounded. And then if it's available to you, you can slide the hands up to the arches of the feet. And then from here, rocking side to side, maybe lengthening one leg and then the other, in the direction you're rocking in. And after you've gone through a couple of cycles on your own, bring the soles of the feet together here. We'll lower that shape to the floor. And then bring your hands together, index fingers and thumbs touching, hands onto the lower belly. Come into a little breath work before you come into Shavasana. So as you breathe in, just allowing the index fingers and thumbs to separate as you breathe out. Organically, they start to come back together. Breathing in and out for a couple more rounds of breath. Just releasing the hands, sliding the hands to the outsides of the knees, draw the knees together here. Go ahead and lengthen one leg long and then the other onto your mat, dim the lights, and coming into Shavasana here. Our final resting pose, releasing your arms at your sides. Bring the palms to face up. Slowly, just trying to deepen your breath. And bring some movement back to the body, feeling the fingers, toes. As you're ready, the arms up overhead, just getting that final stretch. Your fingers all the way down to your toes. And then we'll bend the knees in one at a time. Making your way onto your side and just pause. Taking a moment just to soak in any facts of your practice today. And keeping your eyes closed and slowly making your way up to a seat, taking your time, just allowing for the head to relax to come up. We'll come back to where we started. You're joining the palms together over the heart. Returning to your intention. From here, closing class with the sound of one. Bringing the hands to heart center and folding forward. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. And thanks you guys for zooming in on us. Have a great day, everybody. Looks like it's gonna be, well, I don't know. Looks like it was gonna be rain. Maybe the sun will come out. Thanks, bye guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
So welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Woo, that was hard. Yeah, I was playing around with pistol squats in the pool yesterday, and it didn't feel like anything at the time.
What were you doing?
A pistol squat is like a one-legged squat. But if you do it in the pool, you know, it gives you help.
A little buoyancy.
Yeah. So I was just kind of playing around, because of course I can't just go into a pool without but it's like this.
Do you have a pool?
Oh no, this was at JCC.
They have a nice pool.
Yeah, it's actually been really nice because it's big and so it has not been crowded. And
Yeah,
it's
I had
just,
a membership a couple of times there.
yeah, it's really nice. I think too, I feel comfortable because it's not like a neighborhood pool, you know, like a community pool. It's a facility. So like they really abide by the rules. You know, like all the people working there are wearing masks, they're wiping down hourly, like you can see them doing, you know what I mean? Because I've heard, just other people are like talking online about, or do you feel comfortable going to a pool? Like I feel very comfortable going there. And every time we've been, there's barely anyone there. I mean, it's a big pool, and so you have a lot of space. They took down all their chairs, so you bring your own. And then you have to wear a mask when you come in. And then once you're seated like 6 feet away from people, you can take it off.
Do you have to make a reservation to go?
For the first phase you did, and now you don't.
My girlfriend goes to Silverside. And they
Yeah.
have time slots.
Yeah.
Like 1:30 to 4:30.
That's what they were doing. And then, oh, this sun came out. Look at that. That was your phase 1, phase 2. Yep.
Have they, do they do their yoga now? Are they still no classes?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Because I was taking,
Oh, sure.
And then I'll go grab my credit
I
card.
was taking, May Rob's,
I
yoga.
don't know that.
Yeah, it's like MERAV,
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah, Israeli
Yeah.
young lady, but she's like I think she was an empowered trained yogi, so she would give a pretty good class. I really like her.
I think I had she and I had a workshop together.
I like her. I've been taking her class on a regular basis.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Bye, Meredith. Thank you. Yep, me too. Hi, Lori.
Are you sure? This is only 45 minutes. And we still do bar in the big room, right? Okay, so.
Good morning. Do we have everyone in here for bar? Okay. Oh, hi, Chelsea. Chelsea's on.
Hi.
Hi. Chelsea, is this your first bar class?
Yes.
Or in a while? Or forever?
That's why I have my screen turned off so y'all can't see me fall over.
Right. I mean, I wish I could do the same thing. I feel like I'm falling over all the time. All right. Oh, sorry. I'm like always doing that. What's that? Chelsea's on, guys.
Oh, hi, Chelsea.
And we've got Sarah and Autumn.
Yes, Autumn's
and
here.
Hey
we've
guys.
got
You can't
That's
just drink
it,
your
yeah.
coffee when you're home.
yeah, right? Yeah. I know. I
Hi,
tried to
Miss
get
Jane.
Autumn. I tried to get Autumn to come in, and she's like, "But the construction."
Hey, that's why I missed class yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I decided to cut the grass instead.
Cut the
Okay,
grass
that's
and get another shade tanner. Why not?
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, take another sip of your coffee. You're gonna need it. Oh my gosh, it's just so good every time. Joseph, should we do more pretzels today?
I'm fine, Preston.
Okay.
So you've already been to your real space class here a couple times?
I'm here
Oh
like
yeah,
every day.
he's been
Yeah, I second pretzels. I like those.
I've been good, yeah.
Okay, all right, sounds good on him.
I'm impressed.
Joey's been
Somebody's favorite student.
And you're in
Yeah.
good shape because you didn't put any counts on during the coronavirus.
I don't know how. All he does is nap all day. Play video games.
Like stress.
Sure.
What?
I gained 6 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. All right.
Okay, time to start.
Let's do this. All right. So you're gonna face that other way on your mat. Shorty, you can face away from me. That's
Oh,
fine.
Oh, well,
I was like, you might want to. People usually don't like
You
to
gotta
look at
break
me
down
in
really
the middle of
short
class, so I'm used to it. All right, we're gonna bring your knees over top of your ankles. Sweep your arms out front and then press through your legs. Get nice and tall. And then just sink down low and reach up. Do a nice and slow first one. So you widen your feet a little bit more. Yeah. Drop your tailbone down. Press all the way up. All right, now let's turn the music back up. I feel like I'm always fighting with the music. Is it too loud? Not enough. All right, we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. All right, we're gonna get another set of these, and then we'll keep it low. Jane, we've been skipping the 1 foot thing where we go out to the side. Yeah, but it looked like you really wanted to do that.
I don't know about that. No. Remember, this is somebody's first time. So we want to retain. We want to retain.
Okay,
It's
that's
all
true.
about retention today.
All right, guys, so you heard it. Keep your workout easy. It's all about retention. I love that. I had another new girl in here the other day. She said she was going to come today.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe I shouldn't have just said that. Oh. But I've had another girl that was Zooming with us the whole time, and she's been into every single one of my classes except for the other day and today too.
Who's that?
Monique.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen her name.
Yeah.
Actually, I wondered, because like,
I was like,
not that I know everybody on the Zoom, but her name was not somebody I recognized.
Yeah, she was like newer just before quarantine.
Oh.
And then, yeah, I would see her. So I hadn't met her before. And then so she
Sorry.
came into the studio and I was like, you're Monique, finally there's a face to the name. All right, I think all right, let's just do 4 more of these.
Okay.
Get to chatting. All right, last 2. All right, last one. And then we're gonna keep this down low. And then just arm circles. You're drawing your rib cage in, belly button up and in. And sink down a little lower. Joanne, turn your toes in. So what brought you to bar?
I don't know.
All
I've never done it. I was like, cool. Maybe try something.
right, then let's switch circles.
This
Go
is
the other way.
This is a friendly bar.
Yeah.
Pilates.
Oh, see, we're friendly. We have a good time.
We're friendly, very friendly.
All right, sink down into the hips. And then just hold the arms, sink a little lower still, and then lift a little higher. So adjust the hips, sink, and lift. Sink, lift, sink. Get it as low as you can. Try and get those thighs parallel to your mat. Stay strong through those arms. Reach out through the fingertips. See how far away you can bring those fingers away from the shoulders. All right, let's go. 8 more. 7,
Yeah,
6,
wow. My arms are
5, 4. It's hard to hold your arms up. Oh my gosh, mine are dying. All right, I think
I'm
we're
gonna
on
be
4
fainting later today, so
and 3. Oh my gosh.
that's
2,
really good.
1. All right, press through the legs. Take the arms back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Oh my gosh, reach them behind the back. Open up through the collarbones and the chest. Oh my gosh. Arm circles are so hard. All right, let's pivot the toes in and find a wide-legged forward fold. Tuck your chin into your chest. Go through a few shapes. You can release your arms down. Just kind of dangle side to side. And then get a little stretch into those right hands. Take your hands to your right foot, little bend to your knee. All right, and then take it over to your left foot. Oh, and grab another sip of your coffee. All right. Whew. We're going to pivot around to wherever your front foot is. And rise up all the way to standing. All right. Yeah, we're going to do some lunge dips.
I have smaller things suggested.
All right, we're going to dip into your back knee. Sweep the arms up. And then lower the arms, rise up. And then dip and lift. And lower. Take all of your weight onto that back leg. So your front knee stays over top of your ankle. Nice. Inhale as you lower. Exhale. Squeeze your glutes to rise up. So they mind the muscle. Take the booty of that back leg. Give it a little squeeze first and then lift up. Lower. Lift. We're going to go 8 more of these and then keep it low. Try and keep that front knee bent, so just moving from that back leg. Nice, down for 4. And 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lower back down. And then just take the arms out in front, so just stabilizing with the shoulders a little bit. And then just a little dip, little lift. Ow, already 8. 7. Thanks for the reminder. Tyler doesn't know, but I usually still use count.
Yeah.
I need people here to keep me. All right, down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Draw your rib cage in behind your shirt. Lower down a little bit more. Really dig those back toes down. Breathe it out for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna step off to the top of your mat, and then we're gonna step back with that same leg and dip. And then we're gonna press off. So we'll all meet at the top. All right, step back, dip, press off and come forward. So again, still working that same leg. Dip and press off. Step back, dip, press off. 8 more of these. Hold on to a wall if you've got it. Dip. Oh, strong press off. All right, and we're at 4. Whew. 3, 2, 1, and then from here we're going to step back into that dip. We're going to press off of your front leg this time to step back, and then we're going to lunge forward with that same leg, the leg we were just not working. So you're still in like that same stance.
One more. Did we switch legs?
Yeah.
Well, the legs are the same, but we're changing up what leg we're working.
Oh, yeah.
So like before I was dipping into my right leg.
Right,
So I'm still dipping into that, but you're getting a little bit more work in that front leg now
Yes,
from pushing into that, to the back of your mat. All right, dip a little more for these last 8. Yeah, use your arms if you need to. Throw those arms down. As you step up, if you need it. Step out a little further, last 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come back to your mat. So working on that same standing leg or working leg as before, that back leg. We're gonna take your opposite leg back behind you, lower the arms down, and then we're gonna lift off.
Like it was.
So whatever your back leg was, you're gonna stand on that. So I think you're the same leg as me, Joey. I think you guys might do the opposite leg. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter because we're gonna work both legs. So little balance, getting into these hamstrings. Press into your heel as you come up. You can lower the toes down if you need it. Press down through your toes as you lower down. Yeah, use those arms. Press down through your toes as you lower down. Maybe tap your mat, maybe not. Lift up. Nice. This is even better if you've got weights. If not, it's still working those hammies. Lower down. And yeah, let that leg lift as the heart drops down. Lift 8 more. Slow and steady. Lift 7. Ooh, lots of stabilizing going on here.
Yeah, here's time to start petting your cat.
Yeah.
Maybe give your dog some love and then you sat at the switch.
Yeah, take a sip of that coffee, that mimosa, whatever you got. Yeah, pet your animal. Pick it up. Ooh, if you can pick up your animal for your weight.
Oh, hey!
All right, I lost count. Let's just do 2. All right, and then last one. Ooh, all right. All right, we're gonna lunge that standing or that working leg forward this time. And then we're gonna dip into your back leg and lift. All right, lift. All right, again, you can use the arms. Oh my God, my balance is so off today.
No.
Thanks for noticing.
No, mine is.
All right, yeah, use those arms as you dip. Lower them down as you lift. Again, keep that front knee bent. So just working into that back leg and squeeze your glute first to lift. And the lower, exhale, press up. All right, I think now we've got this. Let's go 8 more from here and then we'll keep that low. Ooh. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, last one. We're gonna lower back down into that dip. Keep the arm just out in front of us. Stabilize. Draw your rib cage back. Belly button up again. Lower little lift work 8. Lower 7, 6. Just a slow pull. Stay in that back leg. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna press off to the top of your mat. And then lunge that same leg back and dip. And then press off. And lower, again, use your arms. You can lift them up. Press the arms down as you rise up. Okay, inhale, use your core and step up. Nice, you can step back a little further. Each one. All right, last 4. And 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna be back in that dip. Draw your belly button up and in. And then we're gonna press off of that front leg and back to the back of your mat. And then that same leg is gonna step forward and press back. And use those arms if you need to. Throw those arms down and step back. Inhale, exhale, press back. Inhale. Okay, again, see how far you can step out. See how far you can step down. Get a nice big range of motion and press off of that front leg. All right, how many more of these we got?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll go with 4. Because I would have said 8, so I just kind of feel like I'm compromising. That's my compromise for the day. All right, last one. Oh, all right, again, that same leg. We're gonna do those hammies now. All right, take that back leg up, arms down, and then all the way up. Make sure this is that opposite leg from before. And we've been changing those legs around a little bit. You're gonna pick up your cat, or your dog, or your little person, whatever you've got. Yeah, see if you can give those index fingers a little tap down to your mat. Exhale, press off. Press down through your toes as you lower down. Press your heel as you lift up. It's all right if you lower those toes down at the bottom, or maybe keep them. So however, all right, let's do 8 more of these. All right, use that core, draw your belly button up and in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Yeah, loud exhale. Right, if you've been mad at your kids or that special someone lately, now's the time to breathe about it. Strong breath out. It's like, I'm so mad. All right, we're gonna go 4 more. I can't remember if I started counting. 3. Oh, all right, last 2. Oh. All right, and 1. All right, come all the way to the top of your mat. All right, we're just gonna come to a forward fold. Give those hammies and glutes just a little mini stretch here. Give your chin a little shake into your chest. Get ragdoll side to side. Just loosen up any tension through the back side of the body. All right, we're gonna come forward into a plank. We've been doing a lot of planks lately. Oh, that's why Jody's not here.
And this is where I'm extra.
Yeah. All right. Now's your chance for child's pose. Or if you want to stay with us and do some plank. So we'll just start out in a plank hold. All right, bring your palms under the shoulders, index fingers parallel to one another. All right, walk your knees back to stay supported. Roll your rib cage in, belly button up and in, or maybe tuck the toes under, lift knees. Give the glutes a little squeeze so you're not hiking up hips. And just breathe. Keep pressing down through your index knuckles, and then twist your triceps in like you're trying to hide your armpits. Oh, you're tucking. Oh, see, you made Bryce extremely happy last. All right, 4 more breaths. And 3. Maybe climb onto just your big toes for 2. And 1. All right, and now child's pose. We'll meet up with everyone that's zooming for child's pose.
Yeah.
All right, and then we're gonna come back into plank. We're gonna do shoulder taps, so you can bring your knees out slightly wider for your feet if you're using those guys. And then if you are, give your glutes a little squeeze so those hips stay nice and low, but not too low and slow back. All right, you're gonna press down to your right palm, take your left index finger, touch your shoulder, and then lower down. Shift into your left palm, tap your right finger to your shoulder. Nice, so keep moving side to side. Nice, squeeze those glutes. They tend to hike up here. Squeeze those guys actively like they're pinching a penny. Ooh. And shift
I'm
and
doing
tap.
senior bar.
Yes.
Because I'm old.
Hey, keep
Sorry.
it, hey.
This is the senior bar.
Work that age, Dave. This is when I wish I was old too. And then go knees down. I mean, I'll be 35 in 6 months. I'll just go knees down. All right, let's go 4 more each side. Ooh. Nice, 1 more exhale on that tap. All right, let's go knees down. Oh, back to that child's pose. All right, Joey looks like he's ready to come back.
All right, let's now.
I mean, no rush to get back into play. Now that we did those shoulder taps, the shoulders are nice and warmed up. Keep the feet or the knees nice and wide. We're going to get into those obliques just a little bit more. Hold your heels over to the right. We're going to bring your left fingertips up for the ceiling and then lower down. Hold your heels to the left, right fingertips up and lower down. 8 more of these. And then we're going to stay to the side. Yeah, lower knee down. That's what we're going to be coming out. Maybe lift the knee up to the center.
For senior yoga.
Yeah. I mean, when is John going to come to the bar?
That one.
No. What is he doing right now?
Well, we're getting ready to paint.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. What are you guys painting?
Oh, my tent moved out and a lot of work in this one room because they hung a lot of stuff. And there's not just like little holes, there's like actually large holes in the wall. So, and the air conditioner.
All right, last one.
Froze up. So they needed to get more than just water being.
Oh, no.
We have a lot of work to do the next few days.
All right, we're going to stay on that right palm. And then we're going to do a hip lift and lower and lift and lower. We're getting a lot of core done early in class. Rest through your feet because we've got some duty to do. Lift 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ow, lower that left palm down. Right fingertips up. Here we go. Lift your hips and lower. Lift, lower. Ooh, maybe give that top hand a little wrist roll. If your mind can work both things. All right, lift 8 more. 7, yeah, if this is supported, circle that top leg. Find some sort of movement. Whew. All right, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that palm down. Oh, come back to that child pose. All right, and then we're gonna come on up. We're gonna get that pretzel out of the way.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna sit with your feet over towards your right. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way you sit on your mat, just make sure your feet are facing to the right. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to counter stretch those shoulders, so go for it if you need it too. All right. All right, so you'll notice your weight is a little bit more on your left hip. That's great. Make sure your front foot is pointed, and then your toes and your knee are on the same line as that top edge, the front edge of your mat. All right, and then we're gonna look at this back leg. We're gonna move your knee back so it's in line with your hip, and then ankle in line with your knee. Okay. Move your knee back a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, so you're just on that left hip. All right, we're gonna tend your fingertips to the outside of your front knee. Roll your shoulder blades back, draw your belly button up and in, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift that top or that opposite leg up. And then you're gonna lift a little higher, and then a little lower, and then a lift, and lower. It's all right if that calf touches down. Each time you lift your leg up, you're still engaging that little muscle. It's right here if you haven't found it yet. This is one of those. It's a muscle we don't typically use on a daily basis, so not going to take much for you to find this one. Yeah, this is awkward. It's not a big range of movement. It's tiny. Ooh. You want to hit those obliques a little bit more, you can turn your head around to look at your back leg. We're going to lift 8 more, and then we're going to tap it back. Oh, shaking already. I like it.
It's all about the shake.
It is.
She's
Shake it.
meant for bars. She knows it's all about the shake.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah, yeah. Move on, move on.
We're going to do tap backs now. So this is great if you do have a wall or something right behind you, you can aim your big toe for it. You're just going to think back. Make sure that knee doesn't come forward of your hip. Keep it all the way back there. Again, you can look at your foot, tap into those obliques. All right, and Joey's going to count 8 more for me. And then we're going to do a combo. Oh, that sounds fun. All right, from here, we're going to do a lift and a tap back. And a lift and tap back. Lift and tap back. Oh my God. And now she's laughing. Perfect. I love it. It's like you don't know if people are like, you know when it's working when people are laughing.
We're dying on the inside. We're like, what was it?
All right, 8 more from here. We got it. Ooh.
7, 6, 5.
Breathe. Notice that your weight is in that outside hand. See if you can lift it up. I can't use it. All right, 4, 3,
Oh my God.
2, 1. Oh, all right. Oh, nice and easy. We'll take that leg up and over. Take your ankle across your knee, and we'll give that guy a little release here. Oh, yeah. Lean back if you need it. Oh, goodness. I remember I had someone else who was new to bar, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna do pretzel now," and she's like, "Oh, I like pretzels." I was like, "Oh, you really haven't done bar."
I definitely didn't drink enough water for this morning.
Yeah, you have to be really hydrated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize what this was.
It like burns in the moment, but like when you get to the next exercise, you like or the next muscle group, you like totally forget what you just did.
Until later on.
Yeah.
Or
Until you get that reminder.
Okay.
All right, let's get that other side done. All right, again, situate that front leg, toes are pointed, and then knees and toes in line, and then again, get that back leg, knee in line with your hip, and then ankle in line with your knee. All right.
I like the Tin Man. Where's the oil can?
Right. All right. Again, tend your fingertips around your knee. Your weight tends to go in that outside arm. Make sure you can give that guy a little lift. All right, deep breath in, draw your belly button up and in, and then lean onto that hip just to lift that opposite leg. And then exhale, lift it a little, and then lower. Oh, might already notice if this is like your side, or if this is like worse. Yeah, one side tends to be a little bit more mobile than the other. And maybe go through a few reps. Make sure you're not leaning into that outside hand. Be like, look, mom, no hands. All right, we gotta change this song. All right, 8 more from here. 7, 6, 5, 6, I count, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, look back at your leg. Give that wall or whatever is behind you a little tap. And then in and back and in. Make sure that knee isn't coming forward of your hip. And tap back and back. All right, let's go. 8 more. 7. Again, make sure you're not leaning onto that outside hand. Use those obliques. Ooh, Jane, you look like you're meditating.
This is really my bad hip, so I
Got it.
I'm just trying to work through the pain.
All
Navigate through it, guys.
right, let's do that combo. All right, we're gonna lift and tap back. Lift and back. Again, watch that foot. Get into those obliques. Oh my. Ugh. Well, let's go 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold the booty if you need to. 2, 1. Lower down. I feel like that wasn't as bad. Did we do it as long? Do we need to do more?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
They can do more. My bad side.
Was anyone doing that at home? Or were you still snuggling with the cat? Or the puppies? Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, get a little counter stretch in. Bring that ankle across your knee. Are you okay over there? Do we need like a support group for Pretzel? Well, that's okay. I'll bring my emotional support dog and cat. No, if anything, I feel like I'm my dog's like emotional support person.
Oh.
I love her. Isn't Lily great? All right, let's unwind. All right. We're gonna come onto your side. All right, bring those legs in line with your spine. Pick up those bottom ribs, push them back a little bit. Make sure your hip is up, tends to roll back, so make sure that thigh is nice and stacked. We're gonna bring your toes together, lift your heel, and then lift your leg to a hover, and then just start drawing little tiny circles. Yes, you can be on your hand or all the way down here. Keep drawing your belly button up and in. Fingertips can be right in front of you for support. Make sure you use that core to move your leg around. Nice, 8 more this way, and then we'll circle the other way. That's 4, 3, 2, and hold. And then circle the other way. Nice. Toes are nice and active and toward your shin. Watch that heel. Make sure it's going behind the back or the bottom foot as well. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then from here, we're going to lift it just a little bit more than hip height. And then lower back down to that hover. And then lift. And lower it. And make sure there's that slight little internal rotation of your leg. So your toes are pointing more down than up. Lift 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How are we doing? All right, lovely. We're going to take your leg in front and then back. And then in front and back. And then notice your pelvis, if the tailbone's coming with your leg, think tailbone pointing back as your leg comes forward, tailbone pointing forward as your leg comes back. That way your pelvis is facing. Don't. I'm using that core to kick forward 8 and 7. Oh, lots of hip stuff today. Yeah. Did you notice? Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come back to that hover. This time lower the heel down, open the toes up toward the ceiling. This time you're going to roll that top hip back. Ugh. All right. We're going to lift your leg up. And lower down to a hover. Lift it up. And lower. So you can definitely keep your hand in front of you for balance. Or you can get into your core a little bit more by taking that hand behind you. All right, and then we're going to start to change up that foot. Come down to a hover. This time point your foot and lift. And then flex and lower. Point, lift, flex, and lower. So getting into these hip flexors that are attached to your lower core. Point, lift, flex, lower. Point, lift, flex, lower. Yeah, bend your knee as much as you need to for those hammies as you lift. And then you can press through your heel as you lower that leg. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, and then we're going to do this last one. And then stay to a hover. We're going to point your foot, make sure the toes are facing the top or the ceiling. And then we're going to draw some feet this way. And 4, 3, 2, hold, and then circle 8 more the other way. Wow. Is anyone else's leg about to fall?
Yes.
All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, lower that guy down. How you doing over there? Oh, I forgot.
When's the next restorative yoga class?
There is a yoga class. You can come to gentle yoga tomorrow night.
Yeah, that
It's really
sounds
nice.
good.
Yeah, you might need that after this. All right, we're gonna switch on to your other side. See, I told you you weren't gonna want to look at me like that. All right, I just removed some stuff out of my pocket. All right. Whew. All right, again, everything's in that straight line. Keep your toes together. Again, roll that top hip forward. Might almost feel like you're gonna fall onto your belly. Heels are open. We're gonna lift that leg to a hover. And then just draw some little tiny circles. Keep those toes nice and active in toward your shin. Big toe is pointing down. So heels a little higher than that big toe. Little internal rotation. Ooh, to fire up those glutes. And out of your muscle. All right, let's go 4 more this way. 3, 2, and hold. Draw your belly button up and in. Reverse that circle. Ooh. Make sure that leg is going not just in front of the toes, but behind the heel as well. Hold 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. All right, from here, you're going to lift your leg a little higher than hip height, and then back to that hover. A little lift, and lower. Lift, lower. All right, let's go 8 more, and then we'll go front and back for 7, 6, and make sure those toes are in. Big toe is slightly down. Think of lifting from your heel up toward the ceiling. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Ooh, here we go. Draw your belly button up and in. Big tailbone back. Bring your leg forward. And then swing it back behind you. and then bring it in front. And probably not a big range of motion coming behind. Bring it forward, a little flexion at the hip, and extend that like that behind you. And then keep your pelvis nice and still. So again, that tailbone is pointing opposite way of your leg. Tailbone back as your leg is forward. Tailbone forward as your leg is back. Okay, 4 more. my hip was thinking of that. All right, 3. Ooh. 2, and then we'll do those lifts to get into those hip flexors. Last one. All right, bring your leg back to that hover. Bring your heels together. Let that top hip fall back this time. So it almost might feel like you'd fall onto your back or onto your glutes. Those big toes are going to point up toward the ceiling. And then just lift that leg up.
Just ignore me.
Lower down to a hover. Lift up.
Side pretzel,
Yeah, right. Right.
reclining pretzel.
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll start to work that foot. Point your foot and then lift. Look at your foot, make sure your toes, all 5 toes, are pointing up toward the ceiling. So your foot is gonna point, toenails are facing the ceiling, lift, flex, lower, point, lift. So think of getting more into the front side of your hip. Think of where like that little fit pocket of your jeans would be. Ooh. Great. Point, lift, 4, flex, lower, 3, ooh. 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna stay to that hover. Point your foot, and then little tiny circles. Again, look at your foot, make sure your kneecap and the top of your foot are facing up toward the ceiling. And that hip is gonna be back, almost like you are sitting on the glute of that bottom leg. All right, and then pause, and then 8 circles the other way. All right, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. All right, let's go ahead and come onto your back.
Time flies when you're having fun. It's almost time to get out.
Right? All right, we're gonna close out with just a little bridge work. We've already done some core. All right, draw your belly.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's some core involved with this too.
Yes,
so
I know.
Don't you fret.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'm going down.
Press down to your feet, lift your hips, and then lower your hips down. Lightly tap your booty to your mat. Press down to the big toe sides of your feet, lift the hips. Try and keep your ribs down, so don't think back bend, just elevating the hips and lower again, mind to muscle. Squeeze right where those hammies and glutes meet, so the underside of the booty. Tap, lift 8, and 7, 6. Just think of getting like a little active stretch into those hip flexors we were just working. Tap, lift 4, and 3, 2, and little hold on 1. Squeeze your booty, lift the hips a little higher still. Think of tracking the feet in toward the shoulders. Get the knees all the way over the toes, just a little hole here. Squeeze the glutes as hard as you can. Imagine like you're also squeezing the ball. And then lower all the way down. You're going to take your hands behind your head, bring your knees up to over top of your hips. We're going to lift your head and shoulders off. And then from here, we're going to reach your knees away from the belly. And then back in. And then reach out and in. So just think like reverse French. Reach out and in. Keep drawing your belly button in. Nice. Exhale as you tap the feet out. Inhale and back in. Nice and pressing your low back down as you exhale and reach out. Let's go 8 more. Close out with a little core here since Jane seemed dissatisfied with our core work earlier. All right,
This is good.
4 more.
My hip was hurting.
3, 2, 1. Keep your knees over top of your hip. All right, we're going to move into bicycles. Extend your left leg out. Rotate out to your right. Come back in. Yeah, these are nice and slow. Left or right leg out. Rotate left. Come back in. Left leg out. Rotate right. Back in. Right leg out. Rotate left. And now you start to notice your feet get a slight little internal rotation of that leg. So I think big toe is pointing down. So you can get into those inner thighs and low core a bit more. Right leg out, rotate left. All right, 4 more each side. Nice and slow. Then pressing down through the opposite hip and shoulder. Maybe, did I say 4 or 8?
Yeah, 4 more I think is good.
Okay,
I mean, just a couple in.
all right. Let's do 3 more. Nice, exhale through that twist. And 2. Last one, both sides. Or if you're just done.
Taking my senior best.
All right, tuck your knees into your chest, go through a few ankle circles. All right, and then we'll get a nice stretch into those hip flexors. Take your knees together, feet out to the sides of your mat. Like neutralize the low back for a moment. Take a deep breath in, press your low back down to your mat. And just exhale, allow your low back to lift up just a few more times like that. And then breathe in, get rid of that space in between your lumbar spine and your mat. 1 more. And then from here, fold your knees over to the left. Take your left ankle over top of your right knee. And gently use that ankle to press your knee down.
More pretzel.
Oh.
This is a different pretzel version.
This is stretching
I know
pretzel
it's
out.
Yes, I know. It's good.
Yeah, happy
This
pretzel.
is a soft pretzel. Soft pretzel. It's a good pretzel.
Is it like an Annie Ann's pretzel? Oh, the cinnamon pretzel.
Oh,
with the caramel. Oh my god.
Warm, soft pretzel.
The other one's like with the jalapeno cheese and like.
Yeah. That was really good too.
Yeah.
Spicy.
That was with
pretzel.
the spicy cheese dip.
All right, stay here for a little bit longer if you need it, or if you're ready, go ahead and drop that left foot down. Put your knees to your right, bring that right ankle to the top. And just melt into your mat. Deep breath in. Exhale to soften. All right, and then we'll lower that foot down. Hug your knees one last time into your chest. All right, take your hands behind your knees, chin into your chest. Roll all the way up to a seat. All right, and then just once. So let's take our hands out to your sides. Deep breath in, press down through your hips, lengthen the belly, sweep your ears all the way up. Breathe in, and exhale, turn your pelvis out and press that space away. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephanie.
That was fun.
You may be meaner than Meredith.
I know, right?
Well, that's almost undisputable. I mean,
Thank you, Steph.
Oh, you're welcome. I was just gonna say, Chelsea, are you still with us? Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Chelsea.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Actually. So I also teach this class Wednesdays at 5. I'll see you then.
Yeah, I think I have to work that day.
Yeah. Keeping you in check her schedule.
That was fun.
I mean, people come back. That's all I have to say.
It's fun. It's a great workout.
Yeah, you know, I actually didn't know what to expect. I had no
Yeah,
idea.
usually people don't know. Even I think when you read the description, you're like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
It can be a lot. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
And
forgot-
everyone is a little different. Sorry, not
Yeah.
everyone's a little different too. So Meredith, the owner, teaches it, and then Jessica Michelli also teaches it, but she's on. Yeah, I'm teaching the Wednesday class that she usually teaches. The Wednesday part.
I think I tried again. It was fun, and I was like, I think it's a workout, and I was just impressed more so with myself. And I was like, I haven't done anything in so long.
No, oh my God, I thought you actually kept up.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think it was good.
Yeah. I mean, this one over here was freaking dying, so I was worried about you if we were gonna have to send out like a rescue team.
I was so worried about tomorrow, like, kind of.
Yeah, no, and I mean, you get stronger. Like
Yeah.
you'll see results. You'll feel results pretty quick.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. What do you think? Okay. Yeah, I'm good with
Yeah.
Let me just lay down my mat and get these 4 handles and I can't touch. Yeah, if you want or do you want to get like right to painting?
No, I actually, we have some new moving-ins. We have a lot of work to do.
Oh,
We have a new person moving in.
I'm sorry, were you invited to our child with you and Chelsea?
No, but that's okay.
Do you want to come?
No, because, I mean, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
I can go. I'll have John.
it's like right after my house, like 1:10.
Okay. I'll see what
And
it is.
I think there's room in the class. Yeah, I'll already do it. Yeah, feel free.
Okay. I don't want to come first.
All right. Yeah, so we need another minute. But yes, Kylie, your words are not being fun. No. What were you interrupting? You were not interrupting anything.
So, but yeah, I'll ask John if, or, well, not.
Yeah, or
Not that I
John.
need his permission,
I
but-
mean, both you and John